Hello, welcome to the Japanese University Elite Force. Here we're going to discuss various unique sanctions. These four items bear significance. The first item in the top left shows Japanese media centered towards world domination. The second item shows Japanese media capable of reducing the United States of America's wartime readiness. The amount of attention dragged onto our master channel here within Google LLC's systems. Within Google LLC's systems, the services are instant, worldwide, and unmonitored. If left non-intercepted, Japan and China and Korea and maybe even Russia themselves could take over the entire United States of America at instant with no possible return fireable is just not capable. Their names are in symbols. The Americans cannot identify the targets. Unmonitored, these items dramatically affect the United States of America's population. Within the United States of America, which is supposed to be red, white, and blue, much, if not most, of the United States of America may be projected to have been turned gray by control freaks and intellectuals. If you isolate within the control freak paradigm, synthetic control mechanism grid, any similar items under the classification of weapons of mass control, these items are very effective towards the populations. They will receive no refutation because any refutation raised, they will kill the people raising refutation against items, ordinances, and entities like this instead. The primary rebuttal, the primary rebuttal against these items is a simple fact that they have hijacked, sabotaged, and jammed the spotlight off of a Japanese professor at a Japanese university unto themselves, dragged the spotlight out for an extended period of time. Throughout the whole duration, the Japanese professor was hostage, could have intervened and intercepted, and didn't. And now they're cutting off the reproductive routes and rates, as says the credible Japanese woman for the Japanese professor at a Japanese university. Under the watch of the United States of America, that may not happen. They will not be allowed to jam the Japanese, Chinese, Korean, and Russian languages and the intelligence of the United States of America or the God's nation, simply by attacking an easy target such as a Japanese professor, especially on the basis of skin color. In specific, Bandai Namco Outer Remaster is unmonitored within the United States of America. It could potentially be classified as intellectual assassin weaponry and weapons of mass control, and that the zombies arising out of it and the personnel under the influence of it may at any time attack the nationals of the United States of America without warning repeatedly, implying this is some legal justice or right. People within the United States of America can be attacked for any reason for refusing something as simple as a Mario poster in front of a technology store. But now it will be stuff like Oshinoko in your grocery stores. What's the refutation there? The Japanese professor Yoafuji Zohan literally just told you that if you are to host junk like Oshinoko and even stuff like Idol Master in the United States of America, you cannot sabotage or hinder the Japanese academics of the entire United States of America while doing so. It is considered world conquest and domination operations at that point. Do I make myself clear? The end result of the Japanese professor in Japan continent or territory is that he would be dead within 0 to 7 days due to the harassment, death harassment, attacks, terrorism for over 1,095 days from primarily white and Japanese personnel. That is why you see a non-white personnel today for some reason over there. They would normally send a white personnel and they would try to kidnap and kill me at instant. I pointed out that those personnel have guns. They have no good intent. They act nice. You're in a closed corridor. They could come in and kidnap you whenever the hell they want. I'm not fucking stupid. The third item here is Google LC YouTube. The primary infiltration routes of every other territory on the planet into the United States of America unmonitored, as well as suspected Navy SEALs hotspot for interception of all activities. A checkpoint into the United States of America's military and government itself. However, notice something suspicious here. When you log into Google LC YouTube, you can't not unsee Google LC YouTube, or you can't browse out of it. You literally cannot browse out of Google LC YouTube for any reason whatsoever. It seems like a checkpoint that's impossible to navigate away from. The reason for this is they're suspected of launching raids, military aggression towards other services individuals. Nothing can ever build up because everyone's getting killed, kidnapped, interrogated, injected just with neurotoxins for creating services running parallel to YouTube or Google LLC and can adequately compete at a depth pace or rate. Aiding that can compete with it, the United States of America is suspected of rapidly assassinating those personnel at instant. You are suspected of it. Your capabilities with the firearms are gauged. The fourth item here shows a fully geared white personnel with a weapon. It does not need to be zoomed up anymore for obvious reasons because it's a gun. The age restriction due to how much trash they got in the United States of America may not be necessary at 18 plus, but maybe at like let's say 16 plus. Let's leave it fair for the guys and parents because you're not gonna do that. So you're not gonna hit someone to bag a gun and force them into a military draft at the age. Let's be realistic here. Like they're just not gonna take that. So, no one's gonna take that trash from you. No one's gonna take that junk from you. What's the significance of this fourth one here? It is a generic stereotype of the United States of America. So the stereotype of gun ownership, white collar. That stereotype, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's leave it plain and simple. Just like how every other figure you've been listening to has a white color. Every other person that's been spouting out crazy junk to you over machinery, technologies, and data, and knowledge and information also was most likely white as well. Or just non-white and very stupid and easy to plant gray intelligence in your heads. I hope you like this presentation. That was great. Make academics great again.